deep state implies there's a group of people and it's kind of, black coats in a smoky room pulling strings. But the corruption is systemic. All of these agencies are captive agencies. The CIA is ultimately working for industry like the oil industry, the coal industry, and the military contractors. And they've always had that tie since the very beginning. Alan Dulles, who had worked for Sullivan Cromwell and ended up doing coup d'etats on behalf of his former clients like Texaco and United Fruit, Texaco and BP in Iran in 1953. His former client, United Fruit, when Jacob Arbenz in Guatemala tried to nationalize United Fruit, the CIA under Dulles went overthrew the government to protect the interests of his former clients. So there's always been these ties to industry, and the ties now, and particularly the oil industry, and the ties to the military-industrial contractors really drive CIA action and CIA intelligence. And we have to, you have to stop. And this is systemic in all these agencies. I mean, USDA is run by Cargill, Smithfield, Monsanto, Bo Pilgrim, John Tyson. EPA is run. When we sued EPA, we got discovery documents that showed that the head of the pesticide division, Jess Rowland, had been secretly working for Monsanto for a decade. And, sending memos back and forth with Monsanto, directing them, you need to kill this study, you need to kill that study. And this, unfortunately, is not the exception. It is the rule. Most of the people who work for those agencies are good citizens, they're good Americans, they're honest, and they're patriots. But the people who tend to rise in those agencies and occupy these very, very powerful key positions for decades or years, like Anthony Fauci, 50 years, are people who are in the tank with industry. And what we need to do is unravel that across the government. And that's really what people say, that's the deep state. That really is it's a systemic corruption within our agencies that's driven by agency capture.